Hey friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I have a quick unboxing of the Not Too Shabby Box of the Month. I don't know if there are any available, but I will leave links to everything in the description box below. And if there aren't any available, then add yourself to the waiting list because if ever a box becomes available, Jamie will send email to that list of folks first. And if you're quick about it, then you might be able to add the subscription or get the box as a one-off. So something that is a little bit different with the box of the month is we have a slightly different configuration of products. And if you are subscribed, you already know this because it started last month. But one thing that has stayed the same is that you still get two 6x6 paper pads, 24 sheets each. And this month we have some really fun beachy themes. And I have to be honest, I really love the colors of this. Not because there's so much teal, so much blue, but I also really love the softer palette, the more muted colors. I really love that and can't wait to craft with these paper pads. We've got Down the Shore, and you do still get the coordinating ephemera pack that goes with the paper pad, so it makes for really easy crafting. And in this paper pad, we have 12 designs. So there's actually 6 unique double-sided sheets, and you're going to get 4 of each of those. So that's Down the Shore. Now, with the blue seas, you can see how much more variety of pattern paper you get because there's actually in total 24 different designs, which means that there's 12 unique double-sided sheets. And because you still only get 24 sheets total, you'll get 2 of each of those double-sided sheets. So I really love sometimes having such a great variety of patterns to choose from. If you like to make cards in mass, but you still like to change it up a little bit and have some variety, it's really nice for that. Sometimes you really want your cards to be identical, and maybe a configuration like this is better, but I do love that since both of these are closely themed, that we have such a variety to work with. And of course, the second paper pad also has its own matching ephemera pack. I'm not going to unbox the ephemera because I like to keep that a surprise even for myself, so that when I go to craft, I can really have the joy of seeing it for the first time and discovering it. So those are our 2 paper pads and their coordinating ephemera pack. We always get a little treat of a tea bag and the little sampler strip of glitter enamel dots. Love that because I don't really use too many of these enamel dots on a card. So even just a sample strip like this really lasts me a good long time. So love that. Now, here's where we get to some changes. And these are good changes for us because I think ultimately we come out ahead because what we have is, and we've seen this configuration very occasionally before in the past, but this is going to be sort of the standard moving forward, is instead of 3 4x6 stamp sets, we're going to have a 6x6 stamp set and a 6x8 stamp set. So if you think about it, the 6x8 is actually the equivalent of 2 4x6 stamps. And then our next stamp is 6x6, which is larger than a 4x6. So I think basically we're going to get more stamps for our money. And I love that. And so the other nice thing is that with a 6x8 layout, we might be able to get some more interesting designs like these really lovely border designs here. So I really love that. And this stamp set I really love for the sentiments. I love when there's a mix of typography, and I love when there's some graphics and iconography mixed into some of the sentiments as well. Like that one's really cute. like salty. It's got the heart that's part of the little swoop there, and then the L has a palm tree. I think that's really cute. So love that. And then the other thing that's a little bit new and different and really cool is that you get a little sampler pack of these really popular card front panels. So these are already sized for A2 cards. Really quick crafting. You could cut these, frame them, and then have a card ready to go. Just you can snap right onto these because they aren't glossy. So this is going to stamp beautifully. You could ink blend the edges if you want to create a little bit of that vintage look, a little vignetting around the border. And they're just really beautiful, beautiful scenes. So you don't really need to add much more than just this. So there's going to be lots of different fun ways to craft with these, and you get a little bit of a sampler. So if you like these and you want more of them to craft with, then you can always pick up a the full pack of them, and that's a separate listing outside of the box of the month. So really, really love that, and I think that's going to be a real treat to craft with as well. I do want to show a little sneaky peek of a video that I have coming up, and it features some of the stamp sets here. So here's this card that I crafted. It features the Easy Wonder die number 3 and some of the stamps from the stamp set in the box of the month, and as well a new stamp set that's coming out with Easy Wonder die number 3 later this month is special delivery. That's where you get some of the postage markings. And in the video where I show you how I make this card, you're also going to see a stencil that I will be releasing on my website as an SVG file. So if you have a cutting machine like the Cricut, you can cut yourself out a stencil that lets you do this ink blending, but right inside of this postage grid design. So really, really love that. Can't wait to share that video with you. All right, I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. Thanks for checking out my video today, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.